is the treasure? Ursaluna? Oh. Down this way? Here it is, right underneath the tree. Oh. Oh, and here we have Old Verse 4. Okay. Well, no, we won't read it now. But I guess I'm going to have to cut back in this part of the episode anyway to let you guys see where we found one of the other verses. But we'll say maybe later and read them all in one fell swoop in a bit. Okay, guys, here we are. Ursaluna has just started flashing some blue of the little radar bands. I've actually just made my way up Windbreak Stand, completely bypassing Prosperity's Lost Satchel in the process. But it looks like, from the direction that Ursaluna's facing, Wanda is going to be somewhere around over here. I don't know if she'll be out on the islands or anything, but let's go ahead, turn around, grab the satchel on our way back through, and see if we can't locate where Wanda is. I suppose if I want to be a little bit foolish, and why not? What is life without the slightest bit of risk? Let's see if we can't slide down to where that Kingsleaf... Aha! Hello, Kingsleaf! Oh, hello, Alpha Machop! And Motham is still trying to attack us. Now if I can slide down ever so gently... That was not gentle, that was an ankle breaking. Oh, good thing we have video game physics. Now where is the satchel? Oh, it's way off behind us. Well, first things first. Let me see how Dusknoir does against an Alpha Machop. Level 41. Let's see if this is a good idea or a bad idea. I'm hoping it's a good idea, since fighting-type moves have no effect on ghost-type Pokemon. Let's just go ahead and try a strong style Hex. And there we go. And now, I'm curious. Yes, Psychic-type moves are still super effective against fighting types. I didn't think that had changed, but... Here we are, going into going into our 9th generation of Pokemon with Scarlet and, or no, not Scarlet, or yeah, no, it's Scarlet and Violet, or Crimson and Violet. Oh, well, drat, I've already forgotten the names of the new games, but going into the new games, they've definitely had some changes over the years. Now, back onto Ursaluna, and let's see, where is the satchel? If you notice just then that Ursaluna seemed like it was running a bit faster, that's because it was. Anytime Ursaluna seems to get onto seems to track down some treasure, it will immediately start running a lot faster, because it really wants to get to wherever the treasure is. I guess, right quick, we can see what's over here, in case this is yet another verse. Okay, is this regular treasure, or... Okay, that's just regular treasure. And there's our Ursaluna dance. That will never cease to make me giggle. But now, back on to what we came here for predominantly in the first place, trying to track down Wanda. Okay, here we are, back with the blue radar bits. Oh yeah, Ursaluna's definitely tracking something. Oh, there she is! Alright, well, Ursaluna, you can't actually get out over there, but Basculegion can. And I'll just send him away so we don't bop him down onto the rocks. Hello, Wanda. Your brother was looking for you. Oh, Joseph, you came to find me. I got the old heave-ho from this Machop, see, and splash! It was right into the sea for me. And then I couldn't swim back to shore on my own, so I was just stranded. So, please, can you help me get back home? No problem. The other option was guess I've got to. Thanks a million for your help, Joseph. I'll pay you back somehow. My oh my, that Basculegion sure is something. We did use Basculegion to get her back. I thought we might do that. Well, I can understand them not putting in a full-on, like, creating a full-on character model just for me, Wanda, and Basculegion to ride, like, 8 feet through the ocean, but still, it would have been nice if they had. It zips right through the water, even with the weight of a person or two on its back. Amazing! Well, at least this time she's headed off in the right direction. Return to Galaxy Hall and report to Zeke. We will do just... Oh, we're being targeted. By whom are we being targeted? Skorupi? No. That was a poison-type move, though. Ah, we aren't being targeted by Skorupi. No, I don't think I will try to use... Yeah, let's just go ahead and use Typhlosion. Fire-type versus Bug-type equals bye-bye Bug. So a quick Flamethrower will give us the ability to quickly travel back to the Coastlands camp, or whatever this one down here in the south is called. Yeah, the Coastlands camp. Because now that we have found Wanda, which I suppose using Ursaluna isn't entirely necessary to do that. We could have kind of just wandered around this area and looked in some of the nooks and crannies. I literally kind of searched all around, just trying to see where she was, because I kind of throw myself into the video games when I play them. But now that we've gone ahead and found Wanda, let's also go ahead and take care of poor Peckish Piplup. That's just right over here. Oh, a Remoraid. Remoraid wants to battle. Well, normally Remoraid I would say yes, just do a quick battle, but right now there is a very, very hungry Pokemon that needs help. So, Piplup! Oh, we actually have to talk to Maris. Oh, weird, something disappeared from behind her back. Huh. Sure, here you go, Maris. One bean cake. Great. Actually, why don't you give it to Piplup? Let it eat out of your hands. Aww. Pip and then Lup. Wonderful. It really seems to like that bean cake. Well, you know, Maris, if you wanted to, you could turn just slightly to your side and you wouldn't be staring at us from behind. Oh wow, it ate the whole thing already. It's got quite the appetite, that's for sure. I've quite taken a liking to little Piplup, and I don't think it's safe to let it wander around. I'll bring it back to the village and take care of it. Alright, and there we have poor Peckish Piplup taken care of. We get 3 Hyper Potions and 5 Raspberries. Nice. Oh, it was a Castor Fern leaf. That's what disappeared from behind her back. I thought she was holding something behind her back and it disappeared. I'm worried that Piplup might collapse again. If I leave it alone, I'll take good care of it back in the village. Okay, that's all she says. Well, actually, you know, there was a part of me that was hoping that might be something that was needed to be completed for me to figure out how to feed Pokemon. I still haven't been able to figure out how to do that, and the longer it's taking me to figure it out, the more I'm having to fight against my urge to just go online and research it. But I'd rather figure it out on my own if at all possible. I just feel like there's something very obvious that I'm missing in this game that would allow me to feed certain Pokemon. Because I've tried using bait out in the fields, and that doesn't count as feeding Pokemon. At least it never has when I've done it. And then if I let my Pokemon out, you know, to play with them, like whenever we do this, and I try to feed them, it doesn't do anything. So it's something that's really perplexing me, and I'm sure that there's probably other people who know exactly how to do it, and they think that I'm probably just crazy. Well, it may be true that it may be true that I'm a little bit crazy. I don't know, seeing how hard of a time I'm having figuring out what's probably a very, very simple game mechanic. Oh well. Now, we had Piplup, we had Wanda, we had the Combi hunting, which that was what may have happened in last episode. At this point, I'm not sure how many episodes this particular recording session is going to encompass. And the one other thing I wanted to check on was the Seas Legend, but we kind of already did that by accident when we visited Iskin's home. I guess I can pull up my missions. Let's please sort our missions. Now, the Seas Legend. We have to solve the mystery of the Seas Legend and catch the Pokemon that Professor Laventon saw. And we get 3 Comet Shards for that, which are even more valuable than the regular Star Shards. Or, hold on a second, what are they called? I want to make sure I get the name right. I can pop over to my, here's Old Verse 4, by the way. It's the only other one we found. You guys should have seen somewhere in some episode, you should have seen me cut that part of finding that one in. We found it over by a raspberry tree on the volcanic island, which, like a doofus, I went ahead and forgot to check for the unknown while I was over there yet again. Star Piece, yeah. Comet Shards are even more valuable than Star Pieces. Star Pieces are 5,000 Poké dollars each, and I think Comet Shards may actually be worth 15,000. Either that or they're just worth 10 like a nugget, but they're quite valuable, so that's not an inconsequential amount of money to get for completing the Sea's Legend. And the whole reason I go through all that exposition is because, like I said previously, they mentioned the Prince of the Sea, which to me, it definitely points toward, or at least suggests that might be Manaphy. So we might have something to do with Manaphy in here, I don't know. But there doesn't seem to be a specific target anywhere on the map over here for the Sea's Legend. So I'm not sure exactly where to go about looking for this. I guess we could take a quick jaunt through the ocean with Basculegion through these little islands over here right quick and just see if anything pops out. Just do a little bit of quick exploration. And open up this area on the map so that it's no longer, it no longer has that dotted line film over it. Well, if nothing else, we do have a torch. I saw the word touch. We do have a wisp. Here we have our 8th wisp in the coastlands. And we're just over here on the eastmost island in this little archipelago chain. And looks like Remoraid or someone is targeting us. But we won't worry about that for just now. Let's take a look what might be over on this island. Anything? I'm assuming, like with a lot of these requests, if we do happen to stumble upon something that has to do with the Sea's Legend, it's going to automatically cutscene us into it. Hey, a Basculin! Oh, okay, well hold on, come on, I want to catch a Basculin. We've got Basculegion here that we're riding on. I would love to be able to evolve a Basculin into my own Basculegion. Oh, they disappeared! Really? Oh, here we go. No, those are quillfish, I think. Yeah, those are quillfish. Maybe what I saw previously was a quillfish, but I would swear that looked like a Basculin. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to indulge me for just a minute, because I know I haven't really been showing it off on camera much, but I am trying to get at least one, like all of the legendary Pokemon. I shouldn't say legendary, but all of the new Pokemon that we've encountered as Pokemon Nobles, or as bearer Pokemon, I have been trying to get my own, I don't want to use the word version, but I've been trying to raise my own, of each of those Pokemon. I've yet to figure out what in the world I need to do to get Scyther into, Cleaver, although I don't know if Cleaver's... I assume a Cleaver is an evolution of Scyther based off of its anatomy, but it could be an evolution of Scizor as well, but I really don't know, and I'm a little hesitant to try to evolve my Scyther into a Scizor, and then find out that I won't be able to then use it to evolve into... Oh! Darn it! You can jump when a Pokemon is attacking you in the water with Basculegion, and you can completely dodge their attacks that way. I was just not paying enough attention there. But yeah, I have been trying to get our own instance. I don't know. I don't know really what word to use there, because I don't want to say version. I don't want to say copy. I don't want to say, you know, something like some other word. But I guess I'll use the word instance of each of the new special Pokemon. So I'd like to have a Cleaver. I'd like to have my own Basculegion. What is this? It's a rock. Really, just a regular old rock out in the middle of the ocean. Oh. There's a Pokemon around it. Oh, that was just a Mantike. Okay. I believe that was a Mantike anyway. I caught just enough of a glimpse of it to think I think I saw its antennae. Well, alright. Looks like there's not much going on out here in Tranquility Cove. So on that note, let's go ahead and head back, and we can go ahead and turn in Wanda's mission. We can talk about the Combee hunting, and then I think I've also got a solution for the rock smashing request. But we're going to need to be in town for all of those. So, hello, Professor. Yes, let's go ahead and record some more findings. When we left the Fieldlands previously, we did go through and record some new findings, but there wasn't anything particularly unique about it. It literally was doing exactly the same thing I'm doing now. So I didn't include that little bit in the video, but you guys didn't miss anything. We got 210 experience points, I think, or something like that, but nothing else of any particular interest. So let's head back to Jubilife, and let's get some of these requests turned in, or in the case of the Combee hunting, let's go ahead and get them continued. So, let's first go talk to Zeke, and let him know, or I assume Wanda will already be back, but let's go ahead and talk to Zeke and Wanda, and, you know, I really don't know why exactly we're talking to them, other than to get some sort of a reward. Because in reality, I would like to say we're going to go talk to Zeke and Wanda to make sure they're okay, but, you know, obviously they're going to be okay. Or, well, I guess that's not entirely true. I guess we would need to come back and talk to Zeke if this was like a real-life thing, because we'd want to make sure Wanda did, in fact, make it back. We know we saw her leave, but this is the first time that we've actually seen her back in the village, so, yeah, I don't have to feel quite so selfish about walking up here and talking to these guys. Wanda made it back home safe again. I really can't thank you enough. I knew I wouldn't be wrong to ask you again. You're still as good as everyone says you are. And that Ursaluna is amazing, too. Not many can track a scent even across rivers and seas. Oh, yeah, Ursaluna's great. It's finding things I didn't even know we needed to find. If I could ever learn to live with Pokemon myself, a Pokemon like that Ursaluna sure would be nice. Yeah, Pokemon that's great at finding things. Oh, that gives us a star piece. Sometimes I take note of what the reward for a particular mission is going to be, and sometimes I don't. And it's nothing that I'm consciously doing. It's just sometimes I happen to glance at the reward, and sometimes I don't. So sometimes the rewards are a surprise for me. I was supposed to be out there looking for other people's lost items, but instead I got found. Oh, is that what? Okay, so that's kind of Wanda's job. Her job is kind of doing the whole lost satchel thing. Wrong button. Forever and ever and ever and a day. The wrong buttons with me. But yeah, let's go ahead and turn these lost satchels in, I guess, on that note. Oh, it's 100 merit points. And this one is 52. 52. And I think Mavens came from, yeah, the Cobalt Coastlands. 92. I'm wondering if, depending on the location you find... Ooh, a rare candy. Nice. But I'm wondering if, depending on the location that you find a lost satchel in, that is to say, if it's whether it's in the... Why did we have another one in the Obsidian Fieldlands? I just cleared the Obsidian Fieldlands out. Oh, rotten things, rotten things. Oh well. We'll eventually get all of them cleared out, maybe, someday. Probably not. They're probably ever spawning. But, I'm wondering if you get a satchel in the Obsidian Fieldlands, since that's an earlier area of the game, as opposed to getting one that is in the coastlands or later area, if that's what determines how many of the points that you are able to get. And I'm actually heading in the wrong direction here. I wanted to check on Miller's request. He said he wanted a Pokemon that knew Rock Smash. I don't know if I already have a Pokemon that knows it, but I'm pretty sure, if not, we can get one of our Pokemon taught Rock Smash. And the one that I want to see if we can teach... Hello, Zissou. I want new moves, please. And I want to get over to our Alphas. And... Okay, so Machoke does not yet know Rock Smash. This is our Alpha Machoke. Oh, when it can't learn Rock Smash. Well, darn. Okay, so the next thing to do, though, is actually to check... no, I won't be able to do it from here. Okay, so hope is not yet lost. Zissou cannot teach Machoke Rock Smash, but it could be that Rock Smash is already a part of Machoke's learn set, it's just not currently active. And, where am I headed? The pastures, the Wisp. Oh, okay. So here we have another Wisp. There are 5 Wisps remaining in this area. So we've gotten 2 Wisps from this area so far. One was the Wisp we got when we first met Vesa, and this was the second. So yeah, looks like we have 7 Wisps in the village, and then 20 in each of the 5 areas. So yeah, there's our 107 Wisps. Okay, well, there you go, guys. That is apparently a Wisp location. But now I've got myself all turned around. A bit of good fortune that we did that, I suppose, but the pastures are this way. I was thinking pastures and headed towards the fields for some reason. Anyway, but let's get over to the pastures, and I need to pull out Machoke and see if I can switch up its moveset. And if we can give it Rock Smash, then that means we'll be able to use it to complete Miller's request. I don't know if we'll get any more fields beyond 4. It does kind of seem like they're out of space at the moment. And every time I come over here, I do like actually looking at which Pokemon the game has decided to put out into the fields. Driftblim, Armadam, and our H unknown. Hello, Hippopotas, and our Yanma. And one of the... heaven only knows how many Magikarp I have now. Oh, actually, here's another good happenstance. Bellamy, you can tell me how friendly my Pokemon are. Yes, please. I am curious about my Badoo. Let's check the male Badoo first. Badoo it is. Let me see what I sense from you. Badoo seems to get on well with you, but I'm sure it could get on better. Okay, so he just tells us, alright, well, is it the same for the female Badoo? Yes, exact same thing. Badoo seems to get on well with you, but I'm sure it could get on better. It doesn't seem that he has... Yeah, he doesn't have any other info to give us. But it does seem like we are at least making progress on Badoo's friendship. Hello, Marie. The number of Pokemon around here certainly has grown. It's all thanks to you, Joseph. We've all gotten rather accustomed to having them about and helping us as well. Well, this is all new dialogue. I imagine you'll carry on catching even more Pokemon in the future, won't you? The next time you wish to release some of them, you can feel free to release several at a time. Is that a bit of a hint? Is that a hint? I'll take responsibility for seeing them all released in the kinds of environs they prefer. Well, that's good. So they are conscientious on maintaining proper biodiversity. Okay, so ecology is apparently an important thing in Pokemon World. Sorry if you noticed a quick cut right there, guys. Just a little... well, basically I had to swat a fly, so nothing particularly interesting happened. So let's get Machoke out right quick. We'll just swap him out with Weird Ear for the moment. And let's see if Machoke can be taught Rock Smash. No. Change moves. What can we change? Aha! Rock Smash. Perfect. I'm not particularly picky on what we swap it out with. I guess we'll swap it out with Double Edge. There we go. Alright. And ta-da! Machoke can now use Rock Smash. Wonderful. Okay, so now I don't need to actually have Machoke with me, so it'll be slightly more efficient if I pop Weird Ear back in. And now, run over. One quick side thing. I have been avoiding doing this just because it's not something I prefer to do. But since they went ahead and mentioned it right now, okay, so down there at the bottom it says X to release multiple. I haven't released any of my Pokemon, But I don't think there's going to be any point in having this many Starly or this many Kricketot. For my own personal preference, I will actually go ahead and evolve Cascoon into a Dustox before I release it. But select the Pokemon you want to release. But let's go ahead and let's release our gigantic flock of Starly back out into the wild. As Marie said, she will find a good home for them, a good place where they can live. And we'll do the same thing with our Kricketot. And so now we hit X to release. Yes. You let the Pokemon go, farewell, and take care. And that does make me just a little bit sad. I'm curious, do we now... Yes, we still have all 16 of our pastures, or at least at this moment we do. Here's all of our Magikarp. I'll be having to release some of them later too, I suppose. But yeah, there we go. That does make me just the tiniest bit sad. Okay, so let's cancel because I don't want to release any more. I do, however, want to... Oh, no, not that button. This one, the green one. We'll move you guys up here. Oscar. Oh! So this actually gives us a little cutscene, too. Alright, I guess this is what we get the first time we do it. Let's see. Hey there, Joseph. The Pokemon you released just now left a little something behind for you. Take it, would you? You obtained 5 sacks of grit gravel. Oh! Well, this might sound a little bit silly, and maybe even a little bit self-serving, but after getting the grit gravel, I don't feel quite so bad about releasing them. Not because I'm getting grit gravel, but because I got a gift. Anything that I got from my Pokemon for releasing them would have been just fine. I mean, even if I got nothing, that would have been just fine, but the fact that they left a gift behind for me, whether incidentally or on purpose, I'm going to choose to believe that it was on purpose. That does make me at least that makes me at least think that they are happy. They're you know, they were happy to have spent some time in the pastures. They were happy to have been around people, and maybe that did in some way help the bonds of people in Pokemon go stronger. I put way too much thought into this. Anyway, we're back here with Miller. Did you bring a Pokemon that's all ready to use the move Rock Smash for us? And that is not the voice I've been doing for Miller. Yeah, we have an Alpha Machoke. You're lending me an Alpha? Gee, that's awful kind of you. Those boulders are as good as gone. Oh, neat, you get, okay, so they actually mention that it's an Alpha. Okay, well, I'm kind of glad I did an Alpha now. I was choosing Alpha Machoke just because I had it available, and I'm probably not going to use it as a main part of my team. I don't know why. I'd rather use regular Pokemon. I'm weird. I don't know. I gotta say, it takes an impressive feller to catch an Alpha and get it to help folks out like this. Your Pokemon will sure be a big help in expanding the fields. Might as well get started. Wowee, your Pokemon pulverized those pesky boulders like they were yesterday's gravel. Now I'm all pumped up. Sit back. Old Miller's gonna make the fields bigger than ever. And I'm all done. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be about as big as they get unless the village expands and tears down some of the rock side, or the cliff side. That was some fine work. Any crops we plant here will do great, and it's all thanks to you two. We'll keep your Pokemon here to help out with the field work a while longer. Just give it a holler if you want to swap in a different Pokemon to do some rock smashing. Alright. And the Alphas are definitely bigger. I mean, look at the size difference here, because a regular Machoke would come up to just above my head. He would be, well, I don't really have anything that I could say, but basically, I want to say just a few inches above my head is where a normal Machoke, I think, would come up to. Anyway. But we now need to go down and see about... Oh, actually, no, we need to talk to Colza, because I think we had a harvest coming, didn't we? If I can talk to Colza. Oh, hey, great timing. We're done gathering the harvest. Now, this was regular berries, I believe. The crops turned out real nice, just as planned. Here, these are yours for the keeping. Cleppa berries. 2 Hoppo berries, 4 lumberries. Ooh, 4 lumberries. Want us to plant some more crops for you? What kind of harvest shall we go for this time? Okay, so because I have gone through a couple of distortions, oh, now there's a mint harvest? Ooh. Anyway, but I've gone through a distortion now, and I got a nugget out of one of them, and I got a star piece out of another, but we now have some stardust, and we have some red, green, and blue plates, so I can actually make a few of my own star pieces now, so money isn't quite so tight. Let's go ahead, and I want to try the special berry harvest first, and then we can see what the mint harvest does. Because I'm not sure if those are the same kind of mints that they've used in the games previously or not. So yeah, 20,000. It's a steep price, but sounds good. All right, now let's go ahead and head on over to Almos. I think he was over in here? Perhaps not. Where is Almos? We're gonna have to activate... Oh, that's right, I activated the Sea's Legend. Oh, no, there it is. A taste of honey. Again, I'm not sure why. Apparently So if you use L and R and pop between these two, it'll automatically sort the your active requests to the top. Yet sometimes when you just go straight into the requests, like if I go out and I hit Y, if you hit Y from the map screen and it's already on the request section, it has them sorted well, actually, no, they're not even numerically. I don't know what kind of sorting this thing is here. Maybe this is the order that we... Well, no, this isn't even the order that we... Actually, no. No, this actually may be the order that I originally grabbed the requests in. Although I don't recall getting Eevee's evolutions this early on, so... I'm not sure why it does that. Sorry, I'm not trying to just like eat up time when I do that, guys. I enjoy analyzing games, not just the gameplay, but also kind of some of the other like programming decisions that are made. You know, just sort of seeing how the games work. That's understanding game design and programming and coding is something I'm kind of curious about. But here we are, Almos. I believe we have a combi for you. Brought me a combi from Grueling Grove, have you? Wait, this wasn't the combi from Grueling Grove. This was the combi from Grueling Grove. Wait. Okay, so I know our female combi was not from Grueling Grove. Oh, but apparently the first male combi I caught was, because this is our combi. Yeah, this is our actual combi that we first caught that I'm going to keep as my male combi. Right? Research and extras, alphas and more. Yeah, oh, okay. So the game... Well, yeah, I guess it does make... if I click on this, check summary... Yeah, the game is gonna... Yeah, the game keeps track of your locations. It's always done this. We first met one another on March 1st of this year, and it was in Grueling Grove. Okay, okay. Well, I wouldn't want to give my original combi to Almos anyway, because I'm sentimentally attached to that one, but this combi we went out specifically to catch for Almos, so... I'll just have myself a little sample of its honey. Slurp. Or perhaps I should say... That's exactly what honey should be. Tastes like a distilled drop of nutritious, foresty goodness. But I get the feeling it doesn't quite taste like honey from other areas. I'll make sure to memorize this flavor. Let's move on. 2 more places to check. The next combi I'm after lives on Apalm Hill. Could you bring one Could you bring me one from there? Yes, I can. So, in this case, it looks like... I was trying to check my pastures, but... Alright, so it looks like in the case of these comb bee, he doesn't want to keep them, he just wants to sample their honey. Okay, so it's not so much a fetch request, and I could have used my original comb bee. Well, on that note, guys, I'm going to put in a couple of quick cuts, and I'm just going to go ahead and fast complete Almos's request. So, the next time we pop in, I will be over catching a comb bee at A Palm Hill, and then we'll pop back here and see where the next one is. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, we're over here at A Palm Hill. I am whispering just a little bit, or at least talking a little more quietly. For what reason, I don't really know, because it's not like comb bee can actually hear me. But here we go, trying to catch an A Palm Hill comb bee. Alright, there we go. I will go ahead and meet you guys back at Almos's place. Okay guys, and here we are back at Almos's house. So let's go ahead and show him our comb bee from A Palm Hill. I'll just have myself a little sample of its honey. Not too heavy on the sweetness, just honey, plain and simple, and good enough to serve as a special treat on its own. This one definitely tastes different from the Grueling Grove honey. I'll make sure to memorize this flavor. Alright, here's the last of these errands. Could you bring me a comb bee from Romanus Island? Ah. Catch a comb bee on Romanus Island and show it to Almos. Alright, well, same thing as last time, guys. I'll put in a quick cut, and I'll bring you guys back when we found a comb bee to catch on Romanus Island, out in the Fieldlands. Okay, guys, I brought you back on the map screen, because this is the current location that we're at. And what I was doing is, as long as I had to come back out to Romanus Island anyway, I was clearing out any of the additional satchels that were in the Fieldlands. I wasn't going to show any of this, but amongst coming down the side of the mountain to Ava's Lost Satchel over here, shiny Geodude. Now, I'll be completely honest, I am not the biggest shiny hunter. It's just not... I understand the appeal of shinies. I understand why people are, real interested in them. But it's just never been something that I was ever particularly engrossed in myself. Do we have any Hoppo berries? I think it was Hoppo berries. Geodude's getting really close to us. The reactions will be dulled. To draw their attention. Well, darn. I know there was a particular berry we could feed to Pokemon that would actually increase the experience points we got when we caught it. I just don't remember which one that was, and we don't have one on us. So, let's just go ahead and try to do this normal. I'm actually going to go ahead and use an Ultra Ball, just to try to guarantee the catch, because I'm sure that, anybody watching this is definitely going to want me to try to actually capture this Geodude. And there we go. So there is a shiny Geodude for us. So I will go ahead and collect that other satchel, guys, and then I'll bring you back once we're over on Romanus Island. And once we get back into town, I will go ahead and bring out our shiny Geodude and we can take a look at it. So I'll be right back. We're over here at Romanus Island, guys, and I went ahead and got our shiny Geodude out of the pastures. I've been all over the island once already, and I have not seen a single comb bee, so I'm going to try to knock the berries out of this tree and see if maybe a comb bee pops out. Oh, there we go. Oh, a female too, how about that? Oh, Struggle Bug. Okay, good, Geodude managed to withstand it. And let's see. Yes, go ahead and throw the Pokeball. Okay, there's our Romanus Island comb bee. Ooh, and we got 10 pineapple berries out of that. That's nice. Okay, see, I wasn't even aware Combi were Pokemon that could leap out of trees. I was beginning to wonder if the game hadn't goofed up or something. But let's go ahead and we'll meet back at Almos's place. Alrighty guys, once again, back at Almos's house. And brought me a Combi from Amonis Island, have you? Yes, yes we have. Had to knock it out of a tree and everything. I'll just have myself a sample of its honey. This type of honey just begs to be stirred into a cup of tea. Must be something different about the flowers. So Combi in different areas make differently flavored honey. What a delightfully mysterious bunch they are. Just think how many different clusters of Combi there are in the Obsidian Fieldlands alone. I'm getting the urge to go collect more honey. Thanks for helping me confirm my suspicions. Have some of my hand-selected dazzling honey. Alright, so there's the taste of honey completed, and we get 3 King's Leaf and 3 dazzling honey. Very nice. Okay, well now that all being done, the first thing I think people are going to want to see, this isn't the first thing, but this is something that I figured out. This was the berry I was trying to find. Pineapple berries. Catching a wild Pokemon that has eaten one of these will yield more experience points. That's what I was hoping we could feed to the shiny Geodude before we caught it, but here we have our shiny Geodude. It even has little sparkles whenever it pops out of its Pokeball. So one of the differences with Geodude, let's see, I might have to cut right quick while I find its Pokedex entry. And here we have Geodude's Pokedex entry. So what you can do now, since I've caught the shiny one, you have the minus button there, which lets you change the color. And if I went and found Ponyta, I'm sure I could do this the same on Ponyta as well. I just hadn't ever paid it any attention. But I was curious. There wasn't anything different from Professor Laventon. He didn't mention anything about the shiny color. And we also didn't get any additional, like, the little list of research task things that pops up whenever we turn in new information for the Pokedex, like if you catch more than 10 Pokemon in one outing. Nothing like that popped up for the shinies. So it looks like for the Pokedex, the unique thing that the shinies do is they let you see the different colors of them, which is what they've done in the past games too. But anyway, so that's what makes the Pokedex unique about them. And here we have our shiny gold Geodude. I will say that as far as shiny Pokemon go, I do enjoy the coloration of the shiny Geodude. And since we have 2 linking cables, and I'm sure we'll have plenty more to use besides that, I'm probably going to go ahead and get this Geodude fully evolved up into a Golem. If I can remember how to return it to its Pokeball. Yeah, there we go. In mentioning the linking cables and such, because every time I think about Pokemon evolution items, I can't help but think about the Lost and Found, because of all of our merit points, where we can get so many of those. Let's go ahead and take a quick look through all the new satchels that I picked up, and just see if we get any new little rewards in here, or if it's all just points. Well, so far just points it looks like. Got Annie's. Finally, Max's. Oh, we got 1 Pokeball from Max. Well, that's quite nice. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I want to run over to the pasture right quick. I'm going to go ahead and put our shiny Geodude safely into the pasture. Going to take out Umbreon, whom I swapped out for it. Oh, no, not X, not X. There we go. And now, okay, so let's grab Geodude, and I guess I will create a pasture specifically for our shiny Pokemon. Now, just in case, I don't know if I've shown this off on camera or not, but to change the name for your pastures, you have to hit the plus button to go to all pastures, and then once you're in here, you can then hit the X button to change the name of the pasture you're on. and so we can swap this out to shinies. And this is just a quick little helpful hint, or hopefully helpful hint, just in case anybody's having any trouble with that. Now the next thing I want to do is get all the way back to the first Pokemon, and let's see. You were caught as a female Combee. Yes. What level are you actually? Level 19? Level 17, okay. So this was our first female Combee that was caught. That was caught basically so that I have a Combee to evolve into a Vespiquen. This was our original Combee. So we'll put them over here. And then I believe actually all the rest of these Pokemon, unfortunately, have all been caught. The Magikarp were all caught for Pokemon research notes. And then of course the Combee were caught just now for the request. But basically I don't really have a reason to keep any of these. And our next request we're going to turn in is actually going to be the Magikarp Pokedex request. For the little girl whose name escapes my mind, but she's standing over near the general store. But let's go ahead, and we'll just say we're going to release all of our Pokemon, just so they're not cluttering up the pastures. And I guess let's see if we get any more bags of grit dust, or what happens when we release these Pokemon. Farewell and take care. Yes, very well. Very much. Yep, looks like Oscar shows back up. Hey there, Joseph. The Pokemon you released just now left a little something behind for you. Take it, would you? 15 sacks of grit dust. Okay. Oh, and 2 sacks of grit gravel. Alright. Well, from a gameplay perspective, I do like this. I like the fact that in addition to allowing you to complete Pokedex entries by catching large quantities of Pokemon, they've also kind of incorporated a reason to release them as well. Because it did always just kind of pull at my sentimental heartstrings just the tiniest bit whenever I would just catch and release Pokemon for no real reason. So I like the adjustment they made here. And here's Cece. Is Magikarp's page filled in yet? Tell me, tell me! I know all about Magikarp now. I'm a Magikarp professor. Now it's my turn to tell you something. Sanqua told me a secret. Sanqua said she made those Magikarp statues. But she said she really wanted to make Gyarados statues instead. She said that Gyarados is super strong and cool and can even fly, and that Magikarp can become Gyarados. You'll learn more about Gyarados too, right? Please? All about Magikarp. Oh, and a rare candy. So, hey, you know Magikarp, they jump a lot. Yeah, that's called Splash. Actually, interesting fact, in Japanese, the name for Magikarp isn't, or the name for the move for Magikarp is actually Hop, H-O-P, and it's not actually Splash, which is one of the reasons why, in the games, even though it's called Splash, technically, it's a normal type move. It was, just kind of one of those odd translations that occurred during the first generation. So now, I know we've been really request heavy lately. I hope you guys have enjoyed the content, but yeah, we got the Seas Legend. I'm not 100% sure of even what to, how to go about doing this one. Even more new wares, that's going to have to wait until, I guess, we get into probably the new area, because I don't think I've ever seen Crunchy Salt. Not sure where Misdreavus are. I don't think I've seen a Misdreavus yet. Maybe I have, I'm just not remembering. Machoke. I guess we could check on Machoke. Or actually, I suppose we should be more efficient than that, shouldn't we? We have Machoke's Pokedex and Octillery's Pokedex. And somewhere out in the world somewhere, there should be Cherubi and Cherim, if we could only find them, because I haven't even seen one yet. But yeah, looks like we just need to check the Pokedex for Machop or Machoke and for Octillery. Now, Actually, I guess I don't actually need to check for Octillery. I know we're not going to have Octillery's Pokedex data filled out because I haven't battled enough of them. However, I am curious to see just how far along, assuming I didn't accidentally pass it up when I was flipping through so quickly. I am curious to see just how far. Yeah, Octillery's at 0. How far are we along with Machoke? Machoke is at research level 6. Okay. And what do we need to do to get the most out of Machoke's research? Well, we could catch a bunch more, so that may be something I go and do. We need to see it use a strong style move, and we need to evolve some. Okay, so it looks like two of the best things I can do is evolve the two Machoke that I have, and then use them, or have them use some strong style moves once they're evolved. That and go and catch some more. There's at least a few on top of the Orboro Tunnel, and then there might be one or two wandering around the coastlands, but that seemed to be more Machop than it was a Machoke. Well, so at this point, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and bring this episode to a close here. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much content I've gotten, so we may have gone a couple of episodes, or maybe we haven't, but at any rate, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and as ever, I hope you stay happy, I hope you guys stay healthy, and that your futures are filled with a great deal of optimism and good fortune. On the next episode, we're going to go ahead and start focusing back on some of the storyline. So we're going to go ahead and head over to, I think they called it the Coronet Highlands, and we're going to see what's going on there, because I've been actually kind of chomping at the bit a bit. Sorry, bad commentary. But I've been really wanting to go and see what's going on with Ingo, because that seems like a really interesting storyline there, if he is in fact Ingo from the modern day. But that's going to be for next time, guys. So thank you so much again. Bye-bye.